Hi, my November 3rd birthday babies. Come on in, because this video is all about you. Today, from the Secret Language of Birthdays book, I'm going to be reading for you the personality profile for people born on your birthday. And if you stick around till the end, I'll give you advice specifically from the book for people born on this day. All I ask is that you stay open to receiving the message. It may or may not resonate with you. Keep in mind there are a lot of people born on November 3rd. So whatever really hits you is meant for you. What doesn't, leave that aside for other people born on this day. Let's get into the reading. November 3rd is the day of the long breath. And here for your icon, if you can see it there, is a trumpet. Those born on November 3rd are fighters with the stamina and endurance to hang in there no matter what. They are highly competitive, if not actually contesting others, then striving for their own private achievement and goals. The idea of bettering their position or standing occurs naturally to them. Under pressure, they are usually cool, although they often reserve an explosive power which others can palpably sense. A certain deadly calm descends on them in trying situations that does not bode well for their opponents. In executing attacks against foes, both men and women born on this day can be quite merciless. November 3rd people know how to wait. They do not like rushing anything they do and generally believe that time is on their side. They may give others the impression that they are procrastinating, but remain focused on the precise moment to act. Therefore, November 3rd people rarely risk defeat due to impulsive or premature maneuvers. Their tactics can still take their opponents by surprise, all right, but probably because of the meticulous calculation rather than impulse or intuition. Those born on this day indeed do not like to lose. Their mania to win out in life can cost them dearly when they are faced with bad fortune. As a matter of fact, a run of bad luck emotionally or financially can wipe out their moral reserves, leading to a depressive and, in extreme cases, suicidal feelings. Thus, November 3rd people are not only winners, but also sufferers, and they can really get down into their suffering, clam up, and let others know about it with one hollow-eyed look. On the other hand, when they are in a good mood, usually because things are going well for them, they can be extremely entertaining. On such highs, they can even go off in a manic direction. November 3rd people's power of concentration are usually excellent, as are their mental and physical development. But the expression of their feelings is often blocked. They may send up a wall against any probing of their inner thoughts and emotions, resisting most personal examination. Yet they can be quite sympathetic and empathetic towards others, readily understanding their problem. Very deep people, those born on this day, are nevertheless unlikely to fathom their own profundity. Not only do November 3rd people make bad enemies because of their physical presence and intelligent battle tactics, but also because of their satirical and sarcastic bent. They're quite capable of tearing an opponent to pieces verbally. November 3rd people must learn to temper their aggressive side and express their emotions in a more harmonious and flowing manner. Fighting their own intolerance as well as learning to be more forgiving, accepting, and open are crucial to their personal and spiritual development. All right, so there was a lot there for you to chew on. I want to make two comments quickly. One was in this last paragraph where it said that you are quite capable of tearing an opponent to pieces verbally. I read somewhere recently that one of the best things the younger generations can benefit from, and I think social media has made this all too more difficult, is to learn how to attack someone else's argument and not how to attack the person. And I think too often, like I've mentioned with social media, and because we're just not taught these kind of things, it's easy to, especially when you are losing an argument, to try to attack the other person. But you should never do that. You should instead attack the argument, just as you would want someone to, debate or argue with you. Look into that more deeply if that's something that resonates with you. Another thing I noticed, if you're into numerology, November 3rd, it breaks down to, or it adds up to 5. November 11, 1 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. I also happen to be born on a 5 day. I was born on 4/10. So 4 plus 1 plus 0 is 5. And I was thinking about that because I saw repeatedly in your profile that you can tend towards manic depressive, and I feel that I also lean towards that spectrum. Depression always doesn't. First of all, depression is a symphony. It's an entire orchestra of emotions. But I think when we visualize it in our mind, most people tend to think that it's kind of a downward emotional pull, and that the people are sad and lethargic and all of these kind of heavy feelings. But there are some of us, and it seems that you are one of those people, that instead of going down when they're depressed, they go up. And it takes a special kind of person to see this in others. And if you are that kind of person, and something that's really helped balance me out is just living a balanced life altogether, staying away from most stimulants, and not just like drugs and alcohol and coffee and things like that, because I am also human and I enjoy my life. But things like amusement parks and bungee jumping, and nowadays we have all these places, especially in the city, that you can go to where you're like, it's almost like you're jumping out of an airplane, but you're enclosed, you're in a building. So all of these kind of activities that are meant to like produce a lot of adrenaline, I would stay away from those just for the entirety of your life. And I think that just starts to balance you out in the everyday life. So when you experience these sort of depressive moments, you kind of, maybe go up a little bit, maybe go down a little bit, but you don't, you're not going super off kilter like that, because you're not like that in your everyday life. I know it sounds kind of boring, but it's not. There are really a lot of things that you can be doing creatively that can stimulate you in really good ways and not throw you, again, completely off balance. That's my little spiel. I want to give you advice before we go. Learn how to let go. Suffering and resentment can drop away if you let them. Be more realistic about your enthusiasm. Beware of indolence. Your enjoyment of pleasures may have to be tempered. What did I say? Oh, I love it. I love when I give a little bit of my own advice, and it's kind of reinforced in the book, because this is actually my first book of this Gary Goldschneider, but Juiced Elfers has collaborated a lot with Robert Greene, and what I love is that they are so intelligent, and that they just look at all of history and all of people with, in this case, that were born on this day, and they just find the common denominators, and they're just so intelligent. So I love when I say something and it's reflected in the book, because it means that you really needed to hear it. All right, so if you're watching this on your actual birthday, cheers to you. Happy birthday. All right, so again, just let that sink in. Whatever resonates with you is meant for you. Whatever doesn't resonate is probably meant for someone else. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.